Well, hello, Jubilee. It's been a few days now, and it seems like such a long time because we are not congregating the way that we usually do. But it's a good thing that we are responding and obeying the laws of the land. But let me say, first of all, what a great time we had last Sunday at our first ever Jubilee live broadcast. It was just an excellent time. When the whole thing had finished, and one of the first things I did was to go see what the comments were like because I was told that people were commenting, and it was just good to review some of those comments and people. I could even see where people were responding with an amen when I was preaching, and I said, "Could you say amen?" So I think it just there's a sense of community that we were able to just grasp from that, and then I was particularly happy because I heard some people were already on before the service started, and some were on during, and then they were on afterwards. So just reviewing those comments was just encouraging, and just also to see how that most people just knew how to keep to the right kind of chat room etiquette. You know what works. Just few words that are uplifting was a good thing. So I'm sure we're going to have those going on before and then after, so that we can really concentrate on the sermon. But our first ever Jubilee Live was great. So for me, I'm looking forward to this coming Sunday, next Sunday. And maybe let me just say something about that. In light of what the government's latest update was, I just wanted to let you know that we are able to continue to do what we are doing, actually. And in this regard, I really thank the government because when we go through the details of which premises are allowed to open or shut, the details were very, very helpful for us. So places of worship should close for business. So there is no general congregating, none of that at all. And even our offices, everything is all scaled down. But then when we go through it, then they say when it comes to places of worship, although it's closed for worship, the facilities may be open, and then they say it may be open for use for the vulnerable, use for helping people who are needy. So things like the food bank and so on. All of that is good. We can still use our premises. And then they further on, if I want to just read it out to you, what they say. They actually say, and then it may also be open for funerals, and then it can also be open for live streaming of a service, and it can be open for a small performance by a small group as long as they are responding to the social distancing. So I think the government has really helped us there, making it very clear for us that, okay, there's no general meetings, but when it comes to live streaming and the bits that have to do with that, we can do that, but we do have to be wise and keep to the social distancing. And even then, just for a short time, and then we shut it all down each time that we do that. So feeling very encouraged by that. So next Sunday, everything continues as was, and by God's grace, even better still. Okay, well, I know that your small groups are going to be this evening for most of you, and tomorrow also, and I know that you're going to be involved in the virtual nature of it all. We have been doing, virtually all our meetings have been virtual in the office and with the leaders and elders and so on. And I'm telling you, it's just been great. I feel like I'm getting more done at home than at work. But the point here is everyone able to speak, contribute, and so on. So make every effort to get right in there. Last week, where we kind of pulled back from small group when we were still finding our feet, I was stunned to see that something like over 60 groups still made the effort to meet virtually. And within those numbers, we had more people on our virtual small groups than we have in live small groups. The reason, I think, one of the reasons is because now husband and wife can be there together. Now babysitting is not so much needed and so on. So I want to encourage you, jump right in, because this may be a long time. You want to be a part of it as it's really starting out and going forward. It's a good thing. One of the things you're going to want to know, by the way, is this. Now, on Friday, we're really looking to just have a time of prayer, just like we can live stream our services. We want to live stream a time of prayer. Our prayer meetings were always on Friday at 7 p.m. So we're looking to have something semblance to what we usually have. Obviously, there will not be people in the auditorium, but we will all be led together in prayer. So I want to encourage you. We were doing that before. We're allowed to do it now. I want to encourage you. Just log in. Okay, so just go to Facebook Live. and you'll be able to follow us 7 p.m. It may not be as long as the full hour in the past, but it will be an excellent time of us praying. If there's anything we need to do in days like this, it's praying, not just preaching, praying. So I want to encourage you to do that. Now, for kids, keep your eyes open, keep your ears ready. Parents, be sure to be attuned to all that is going on in Jubilee by, through social media, because we probably got some things in store for kids, some things in store for the youth. It's all good. At the end of the day, no matter what is going on, the Lord is still Lord. He is still good, and He's watching over all of us. So we have a duty to then do the same for one another. Watch over each other, be involved in your small group, and then next Sunday, we're going to start a whole new series. We're going to pause our previous series we were doing. We're going to start a whole new series that helps us understand, navigate the times in which we are, that we may be like God's people, able to rightly standing in the gap, being in the right position for such a time as this. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, by the way, look at this cushion, man. It says Jubilee Central. Unbelievable. Love it.